Okay, we should be live. Let me just check everything's working properly. Ugh.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Hey, Saki. Just give
I
me a
only wish
second.
life
Just
could
go
be
check
as
everything's
leisurely as
working.
this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Testing. Testing. Cool, that's working. Okay.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Yep. The weather at the moment is really nice. It's perfect drying weather for, like,
A blade embraces its
clothes
duty,
washing and stuff.
as a
And
jeweler cherishes
apparently
their
it's going to be
gems.
even hotter tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to do tomorrow's stream, honestly. I wasn't even planning to stream Friday. It's when I found out the special program was going to be on tomorrow, which is why I've got it down. But honestly, I'm probably just going to hold off till next week. It's like I don't mind nice weather. The problem is the room I'd stream from is like facing the sun all day from morning to, like, a good 5 o'clock in the evening during this time of year. So yeah, to say my room gets extremely hot and humid is an understatement. And that's with keeping two big fans on and my door open all day. So yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go play some Genshin. Our goal is we're gonna do the main story. I'm not even gonna care about dailies. We're gonna pull Skirk, try and pull a weapon if we can, do the story, and then yeah, be done. That is the goal. Is this working? But yeah, I think it went up to like 32 degrees today. And it's supposed to go up to like 33 or 34 tomorrow. And I'm just like, yeah, no. Yeah, no ping. Okay. So, I actually need to. So, we've got Skirk story quest, but we've also got the main story, which is what we're gonna do. But, yeah, I'm not gonna. Should I do dailies? Okay. We'll do dailies if we fail to get the weapon. And it's close to, like, a pull. Okay. So, we're gonna try and pull Skirk. So, we got, what is that? 6,000? Goodness me. If I, it's like with all, how nice the weather is, we're gonna hit like stormy season. One thing that UK weather really loves is giving us rain, and if rain hits nice warm weather, we get thunder, which is not nice. Anyway, let me double check where we are on pity. We're around 60 pity, I believe. 12, and then yeah, exactly 60 pity. I think hard pity is 90 and soft pity starts at 70. So we're gonna see how well we go. Where are my notes? I haven't even made a page for this for today's stream. Oh well. So yeah, we're gonna pull this and then we're gonna go immediately into the main story because I want to get that done today. So we got 60. So preferably it'd be amazing if we could get it in our first temple. I don't think we will, but we'll certainly try. Let's see here. First temple. And I've got no inventory space. Damn it. My weapon inventory space. Okay, let me find a weapon to upgrade. Like, it feels like I've been using up all my weapon resources recently, and yet still I've got no space. Anything I can level up? There we go. Only that? Does that mean everything else is like 3-star, I guess? Okay. I got way too many 3-star weapons, apparently. Man. Nope. Well, anyway, that should give us enough to do at least one temple, right? Okay, let's go. First temple. This puts us at the 70. And I think, what was it? 75 is soft, I think? Okay, nice. Are they two banner characters? No, Mika wasn't. Okay. Okay, this puts us up to 80, this next one. Let's see, come on, Skirk. We also have a guaranteed 5-star, so if we hit 5-star, we're guaranteed. There it is! Come on, Skirk. Diana. There she is.
Disciple of Sertologi, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and earned the right to speak to me as an equal. Now, let me
Interesting.
witness how your fate unfolds.
I mean, it helps knowing that we had a guarantee. It was just whether we're going to hit it early or late. But still, we managed to get her. I'm going to put the remaining pulls into trying to get her weapon. Which one was it again? Azure Light? Is it? I'm guessing so, because she's a sword user, yeah? Azure Light. This one I doubt we're gonna get. Just because I recently got a 5-star with, thing. But, we'll have a go. You never know. We might get early. So, just to double check, we're on, like, what, 10 pity on this? 9 pity. Plus, we could just get the other weapon. We really don't know. I don't go for weapons very often. Nothing there. Was 19. Was a skip. Oh, we got and okay, we'll go double check Stardust. Just gonna get one fake. Puts us up enough to do another temple. So this will be 29. And nothing. Well, we'll definitely give it another go. See whether we can get her weapon or not. Okie dokie. I did get some characters to power up. Let's see. So, we got Skirk. Nope. Talent Constellation. Oh, first constellation for Mika. And I think we also got one for you. Okay. Okay. Let's. I really need. So, first things first, I am going to heal up characters, go make some food because I am pretty much out. So we don't run into any events. This is the one thing I hate, running into events. Nope. Oh my goodness, stupid advertising board again. Okay. Cook. I really need to get more ingredients. Let's see if one I do. Oh, there it is. Ah, that's so little that I I swear. These will be the emergency ones. I'll just do 8. Okay. Then I'm just gonna go stand next to a statue for a second. Just so I don't have to waste healing items. Okay. Let's go straight in then. A space and time for you. Archon Quest. So let's have a read. So, the end of a journey is also its beginning. Time is meaningless. You and I are clearly looking at the same view. Space is meaningless. Until your destiny and mine collide and entwine all those threads together. Let's do the focused experience mode. Where on earth are you? Somewhere in that land? Jeez. Opposite end of the map. Okay, right here. So I don't know how much is voice acted, so we're just gonna have to take it as it comes. I'll keep it on auto for now, but if we do have to read out stuff, I will turn off auto so I can read it out loud for you guys. Yeah, so hot. I know.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that.
That's in
I didn't expect to run into you for
Ian-san.
here.
Voice
Oh,
acting.
Lacie-Chan, what are you doing here all by yourself? Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now. Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
Yeah, the weather is awful. Honestly, I am like second mind to like cancel tomorrow's stream because supposedly it's going to be slightly hotter tomorrow. And ironically, I wasn't planning to stream Friday initially. I only put it down since the special program is tomorrow. And I like trying to catch them live. But at the same time, I don't feel like streaming at 1 p.m. when the sun is directly on my window and sounds very fun. That sounds more like helping you out.
Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Oh, hey, Mr. Bob, let me add those. Yeah, it's like, even now I've got like 2 fans on me, because my room's still quite humid. But we'll see how we go. I did check. I did have a look at a few YouTube videos, not specifically. I basically just looked at the time for how long it took them for the main story, and it came out to all of them averaging 2 hours-ish. So hopefully that probably means I'm going to finish about 30 minutes past midnight. We are only focusing on this, so it's a 2-hour quest. We're not going to be here for like 5, 6 hours, so that was the only good thing that I've confirmed.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too? I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you. But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, don't look at Paimon like that.
But yes, what Paimon in the same weight class as the Yan-san.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, all right? Otherwise, Yan-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition.
I think everyone would want to see that.
I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Oh man. Also, I think it's Paimon's new voice actor as well. So it'll be interesting to see how well. I can already notice a slight difference, but we'll have to see. Opinions I'm holding off till we finish this event, if you know what I mean. Alright, Coach will help you out.
It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area.
It's hard to say. It's almost like, because you know there's a slight difference back when she first, like, Paimon first appeared and stuff.
We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Like, it feels more similar to Paimon, like, during the, Mondstadt original a little bit, before the slight change. But yeah, hard to know. It's like, whoever they got to do, you know, the new voice actor. Yeah, they've picked someone who sounds very similar, so I don't think it's going to be too much to get used to type thing, if you know what I mean. And then I haven't even... Apparently Kaching's voice has also been changed, but I haven't...
Was there always a cave here?
But I haven't heard that one yet.
Seems like a thing to do on a patrol.
What was that? That was Paimon, right?
Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here? Ah! You woke it up! Huh? It ran away. Oh, guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even
Feels like
Churls don't want to
Paimon
mess
has
with
an
us now.
accent. Is it just me? There's something on the ground.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that Hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still. What is
Dot dot
it?
dot.
You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
This is the key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship. What
do
the
you
hell?
mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Teyvat?
That's the one.
So, how
I
did
never
that key
realized
show
that
up
they
here?
came in a
Are you
spaceship.
sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine. Wait, he's had one?
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical!
I thought I never
if
brought
one
this
of
out
them's
before.
yours, does that mean the other one is...
There are only two of these. One belongs to me and the other to my
Knew
sister.
it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no. Descender. But anyway, now we know where it came
Yes.
from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your sister was here recently.
And by extension, the Abyss Order was probably here as well.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ansan's patrol on a whim. And now we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Eon-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad members are on their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Huh?
Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like Lamine is on the move again. I'll find a way to speak to her in person this time. I have to.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
One
Jeez.
sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Well, I am keen to find out more about the situation, and I can provide some information on the Abyss Order.
Great, then let's head over together.
A space and time for you. Looks like there's an ad break in progress, so we'll slowly... It looks like we got the key. Key to the hibernation chamber. It's really interesting because, like, we always know, like, you know, the animation of us coming here, and then of course we have the cutscene of the Heavenly Principles and stuff like that. But it's like, even through all that, like, this is the first word of an actual spaceship or traveling device, if you know what I mean. Like, it's always, the words always used are like visited, you know, and like exploring and stuff like that. But this is the first time we actually had a like known. Yeah, I'm actually kind of mixed. It's like, it sounds similar, but I'm not sure about the accents. Like, it feels like there's an accent behind there, and I'm not used to it. But that might just be me. I don't know. It's hard to know when it comes to voices. It sounds very similar to the old Paimon. It's just there's a weird accent coming through that is very... I have no clue. Like I said, it's hard to say. It's that's the only thing I'm finding a little bit different, is the accent being used, but either or, it's something to get used to, and honestly, it isn't too bad. Okay, it looks like the ad break is over. Yeah, like I said, the voice is very similar, it's just the accent that's throwing me off a little bit, but something to get used to. Let's enter the speaker's chamber. Hey, Mercury! Yeah, it's hard to know, it's hard to know. Plus, it's like, you know, we've heard the original Paimon for how long?
Great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are
Yeah.
things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
Yeah,
That's what
it's
I'd
strange.
like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Yeah, it's hard to say because, you know, of all the stuff that's happened recently, but it's like, for example, like Bronya's VA in Star Rail. No one actually knows that her VA. Like, apparently even the name she uses is like a stage name, if you know what I mean. So, you know, there are some voice actors who just keep in the shadows, and even I think Aloy's voice actor decided not to have her name put on, although later came out saying, you know, she was the voice actor for it for the game. But, yeah. I think the strange bit with it is when they, like, equate their voicing of a character to them actually being a character, the character. That's where it gets weird. But, at the same time, like, I feel sad when a voice actor gets changed. Like, I'll give you an example of one. Well, two really. Um, the English version of Sebas from Overlord. Oh man, it's really sad. It's like he played it during season one, but unfortunately the voice actor died between season one and two, so they had to recast him. That is kind of sad. It was such a perfect voice, you know, and stuff. And then the other one was Anos from what's his name? The Misfit of Demon school type thing. The Japanese one. Season one, perfect voice actor for it and stuff, but then apparently something bad happened. I can't completely remember what, but he lost roles because of it. And the new voice actor, though really good, it feels like it's lost a little bit from it. Like, it's still really good voice actor, but it feels like it's missing something. Yeah, honestly, I can't wait for the movie, Zombieland Saga movie. I mean, you know. But yeah, and you know, there are certain characters I really like, and like I'll recognize the voice for. Like, I'm not really up to date with voice actors in terms of like knowing their names and stuff, but I'll like, oh, I recognize that voice from, you know, another anime type thing. But same with the Japanese voices as well. It's just, you know, I'll recognize the voice, but I wouldn't have a name to it. Anyway, let's get back on with the story.
Could it
Otherwise, this is
be
going to take us
revenge,
multiple
perhaps?
more hours.
Would they want to get back at us for our recent victory over the Abyss?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything
Hmm.
definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough
Hmm.
time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties.
Another
The tribes are
war.
organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Hmm. No, this one is personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
Currently serve the Abyss Order as my sister.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is
Yep.
very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow
Hmm.
it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear,
Jeez.
you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Absolutely. I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
For me, I'm kind of like in a mixed spot with that. So, um, currently I watch all subbed, Japanese subtitle, you know, with English subtitles. But when I started watching anime, I was dub. Watched most of Yu-Gi-Oh dub, most of Digimon dub. First few animes were all dub. But eventually I did change over to Japanese. But I still watch the dub on some, like Fruits Basket. They had all the voice actors return after how many years on the reboot. Absolutely loved it. They even interviewed them. I think it was Crunchyroll or Funimation. They interviewed them and they were like, you know, saying how different it's been and stuff. And then I'm still watching Black Butler in English because my goodness, the accents. And of course, the characters have retained their voice actors over the years and stuff. But yeah, these days I do prefer the Japanese voices. But yeah, I basically what I'm trying to say is I enjoy the Japanese voice actors a lot, and it's gotten me used to reading subtitles as well. But then with some things, I do like having the dub. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't automatically just go for dub, it depends on the situation. Like, for example, with this game, I don't have to read anything out, and I can chat over the top of it with everyone still understanding it. But yeah.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
But yeah.
Thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
Okie dokie. But yeah. It's like all the recent anime I always watch in Japanese these days. It's what I enjoy the most. And really, the only one I haven't is like ones that I have watched in English previously that are still getting. Yeah. Honestly, I have been meaning to rewatch some of them. Like, for example, Beyblade and Digimon. Since they were done by Ford Kids and these, you know, English dubbers and stuff, some of the instances have changed. Like, I only found out much later that, what's his name? The Bit Beast inside the computer. For example, in Beyblade, that's 100% dub. That doesn't exist in the Japanese version. And, like, a lot of the small, like, you know, jokey moments in Digimon Adventure, like, didn't exist either. That's, like, completely dub-related. Like, I do want to rewatch them in Japanese at some point to see the differences. Okay, where were we going? Over here!
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Hopefully that doesn't attack me. Okie dokie. Whoop.
Look, it's Hilali.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to
Ah,
reinforce
yeah.
us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here. Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Hilali out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard Weirding hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
Why would you be reading a novel when you're getting attacked?
Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
She's saying your sister has poor taste.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Wait, what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far?
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good.
A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You don't have to say that last part out loud, Hilali. Anyway, let's get him!
Oh, man.
Show no mercy!
Open fire! Locked on!
Rift Towns too?
Open fire!
okay?
Phew, much better. That's more like it.
I'm pretty sure
Impressive
Paimon is
work,
just in the
Granny
spotlight
If
anyway.
I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
Jeez.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time. Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know it hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here! The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold!
Jeez, even more. Ugh. Forward. Should probably at least let them keep it. Well. Okay, dark light candlesticks created by the believers in the abyss and chaos will constantly absorb nearby characters' elemental energy and convert it into void wards. Destroy these wards quickly as possible and retrieve the converted elemental energy.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it!
Question is, can you target it? No. Why can you never target it? This is the one thing I hate about this character. For some reason, she cannot target certain objects. Like, for example, I can't target this weapon, this thing with her weapon.
Now's our chance! Suffer the wrath of Eastly! My apologies. Kami-sato out. Sumetsu!
Yeah, it's so strange. It's like, she can target quite a few things, but for some reason it just doesn't want to, like, deal anything.
Get to work!
And the fact I have to, like,
Knock 'em down.
You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Nightwind!
Resist the abyss will pay the price.
oh my goodness, you weak. Ugh, of course. Damn stupid. Water attribute shield. Come on, almost there. Okay, there we go.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone. Huh. The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite. To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast. With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end.
Hmm.
This time was different. With a few exceptions,
Hey, yo,
most
what's
of the
up?
enemies here gave
Yeah.
up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget.
But yeah,
they're
how is
radicals who
everyone?
chose to wage war on an entire
Hope
nation.
you're all having a
They
great
don't do
day.
things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're none the wiser to why. Oh my goodness, try that again. So we're no wiser as to this order's objective. Back to square one. If I could only get Lamine to talk to me, I could get answers for all of us. I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. That key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Well, it's like we're moving elsewhere. Before the dawn. Savior, return to the area near the cave to investigate. Okay.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Beyond-san and St. Lolly are waiting for us. Oh, we've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by? Huh. Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again,
Oh,
who knows?
who's sneaking
Sometimes
up
in
to
life,
us? Is
things
it the
just go
Hillachill?
missing, and that's that.
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me.
Oh, who are you? What happened?
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You come to the right person, but where are those monsters you see?
Where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Where do you intend to run to?
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Hmm?
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay.
What is going on?
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Let me help you up first. Hmm? Suddenly I can see them.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'm sorry, I'll take
Great.
care of them now.
Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
Hmm. Oh, no. Wait, it's Rift Hounds.
Written in the stars. Let's run. Open fire. Bullseye.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand.
Oh, really?
Let me try it once more. I want to check that I got all the
Sure.
monsters. What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With him around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible.
Yeah.
What was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by
Jeez.
monsters?
That would make us even more monstrous than the monsters.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
There's a cave nearby. Why don't we rest there for now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the Savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning.
Okay.
There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Interesting.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Interesting.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's him.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young woman.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
Oh my goodness. I saw one out there meets his normal crusher.
Of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be her.
Who? Who is it?
My
You
sister.
have a sister? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's her. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see her?
Not easily.
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you always believed that the savior will
Yes.
come?
Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Interesting.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
She spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience.
Oh, Paimon.
For answers. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Paimon trying to be good.
I just...
She just doesn't like the fact he's staring
How
at.
should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis.
She's been wooed.
So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact
Oh,
is the
poor
limit.
girl.
I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
He was
What do you mean,
thinking.
limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
How am I supposed to respond to that? Yes, it's all gone haywire.
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said,
She's almost
I'm going to
fallen
stay here
in
until I get
love.
well enough to move again. If you manage to find the savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Alright then. Well, take care.
Of course, we're just gonna leave her on.
Easy.
Hmm.
What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Why do I feel like she's gonna disappear on us?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need some time to myself.
Jeez. Okay, where are we going? Masters of Nightwind. Hey, there's the answer.
Oh, you're back. How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Interesting.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
I'll send you us.
Thanks, you two.
Okay.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it though. You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
It does seem suspicious, though. It could be related to their true objectives.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Yeah, confidence. Let's see, who are we talking to next?
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet?
Oh, poor guy.
I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero,
look at the heart swell.
once in a
Look at
lifetime
his
opportunity.
face.
How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or
You're saying everything out loud,
if
mate.
I accidentally make a weird expression with my face. One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
What Paimon guess? An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh.
starting to think your nervousness is all just an
Jeez.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now,
Aww.
I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for just a few minutes.
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's a fair request.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life.
Aww.
Today's really my lucky day.
Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
Interesting.
So, did the guards find anything?
Not currently.
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentaro.
Ignore Paimon, he wasn't a problem.
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up, huh?
Wait, has it been a day since then?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
Oh, Paimon.
Have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay.
Jeez, I'm surprised Paimon didn't get a hit for that.
Regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Siglali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Yan-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you're here, Sitlali, I might as well ask one more question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
You mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out
Oh
which
no, she
classification
started.
system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old!
Oh, Paimon's in trouble. I agree. It's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
To about what happened.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monster?
Yeah, she's so annoyed. She's so annoyed. Oh man, why does it feel like the traveler's stuck between two girls at the moment? Sit Lally and then this other girl that begin with, what was it named? Davia? I can't remember her name.
Like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
That's fair, that's fair.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's a spy?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her. Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave. Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seems to trust me after all.
Let's go check on her.
Oh, thank you, Yotes, for contributing some points towards the next challenge. Okay, let's go back to the cave. Oh, let's talk to Silverlight.
Why holding hands? Why that specifically?
She is very jealous at this point. She hates the fact we held another girl's hand.
I'm not normally so suspicious of strangers, but at times like this, the safety of the tribes has to come first.
Man, that's just hilarious how upset Lally is. Oh man. I mean, yeah. I do wonder, like, the differences between whether you play as Lumine or Aoife. Because I know this is, like, you know, obvious what it is when playing Aoife, but I wonder if it's different when you play as Lumine. I have no clue. I know some of the words will probably be slightly different, but I don't know.
Here we are. Deardith will still be here, right? Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet and moving carefully.
Traveler, watch out!
Yes. Okay. Thumbnail picture. That's what I'm using. Oh my goodness, like, I go to take a screenshot and the traveler's eyes are closed. Jeez. That timing. There you go. Screenshots! Should have disarmed her. Or at least removed the Hilichurl weapon that was in there. Shoot, maybe there really is a...
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge, and somehow it still hurt less than I expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
That was a good question.
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero.
Aww.
You already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image.
Wow, Paimon. He was just like...
That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Could you really just be an injured civilian?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
You're unbelievable. Sure, I know just it takes an hour and a half. Jeez, you're unbelievable.
Paimon's getting hungry now, too. Go on, then. You can join us for dinner.
Oh my goodness. Nighttime.
I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
That's 2 favors you owe me now. I hope you're keeping count.
You can really pack it away, Deardith.
Jeez!
That explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so
Paimon.
hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
But she thought she was going to starve to death. Time probably passed unbearably slowly.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Wait, why would you think that? Does she know about the false sky? That's a good question.
But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Interesting.
Paimon kinda gets you, but Also, not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with a traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kind of right, but also not
I
really.
really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the
Who
stars.
knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior
Paimon.
and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing. So I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her? Hard to say.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
In that case, we gotta try that trick again.
Can you see them now?
Yeah, stay back, I'll handle them.
Oh, Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Verdict is?
Oh my goodness.
Let's run.
Oh, I hate it when I do that.
To your hats.
Open fire. Locked on. Bullseye. Open fire. Bullseye.
Are you kidding me, man?
Locked on. Bullseye.
Jeez, we managed to deal with that.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them? Oh, Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the traveler
Aww.
fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
Alright. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I'm personally satisfied that Deirdre isn't a frat, but it can't hurt to monitor for another night.
Alright. Deirdre will be... Huh? Deirdre? Why are you going in alone?
You stare at the hydrogen game, start to relax and drift into a deep sleep. Soon a vivid dream fills your mind. Vivid dream. Are we gonna see the dream, or is it just gonna be like we wake up in the morning? Nope. Huh? This is the Night Kingdom. She talking with the Lord of the Night, maybe? I mean, and the Lord of the Night? Hmm? Ugh. My head, it hurts. We can get out? My headache. It's gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
That sounds like what was it? The thing that happened 500 years ago. That's not a good sign. I mean, the girl ate. You'd like to think she's alive and breathing and, you know, eating food. The dream I just had.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Was she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Rainbow away.
Is that right?
Oh, Paimon.
You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Jeez.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Oh, I still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? Oh, poor traveler. I think I saw the mean in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Never mind. If the memory's gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up in the morning.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Oh, man. So you got one side where she could be shady, and then another
There
side...
should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all of this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Hold on, I think I see something over there.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet. The tried and tested mode will allow you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What
It's
a
very
weird
strange.
situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deerdit? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
Yeah, beat him up.
Ooh, all done. Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters that Chai can see, but Deirdre can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deerdith.
See ya, and please take care.
Interesting. I wonder if she's like an echo or something. She seems definitely interacting with us.
We're back. We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
Did they deploy some sort of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Did you finally launch an attack?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Alright, I got it. I think I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, who else could it be?
Dainsliff.
Dainsliff. Wait for Dainsliff to show up. Of course. Where are we waiting for him to show up? Oh, we can just... Well, it's not too far away.
Giddy up!
Were you waiting for me? No!
It's been a while, Dane.
How is he not voiced?
After we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Ian-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsliff. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Ian-san. He always talks like
Aw, I'm sad that he ain't voiced.
It's quite alright. Uezo Iansen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Ian-san!
Oh, man. Man, how long? Oh, my goodness. Well, we eventually got there to someone who wasn't voiced. I'm kind of sad it was Dainsliff because he's like the voice actor behind him. I mean, come on. Why did it have to be Dainsliff with no voice?
Hey, Dane! Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend!
Yansan, yes. I remember the name, but I will not invest any less more emotion that is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It's a matter of principle for me. Fine, since you have to break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Daisy. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the chase for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I am none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking that land, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they are so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could have ever anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Sounds like Dane's one-man attack on the enemy front has put him in a good mood. And, okay, what about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found his sister's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. She must have lost it.
So she's here in person? Unsurprising, given the scale of this
Oh,
operation.
and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably his sister.
Hold on. That girl called her the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
Last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm, and not just that, it referred to your sister then too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? Makes no sense. That term's been around even before the Cataclysm?
Wasn't his sister called the Princess, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when she was first granted the title of Princess, the Vinster King and the entire court of Canria set about loudly proclaiming the might that she would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if, with her there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Canria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Saviour was the celebratory title given to the princess by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course, you now know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All the title really stood for was the Vista King's lust for power.
Oh, sounds like the people of Conria really believed in her.
Is that why Lumine is so determined to revive the homeland? Because she thinks she failed as the Cambrian savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is descended from pure blood Conrian, afflicted with a curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how people retain their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we should shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I'll consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss any time to regroup. Wait until 8 the next day. We must be a good halfway through by now, if not more. As said, from the looks of it, this story is about 2 hours long, but I'm probably going slower than intended.
Let's fly.
Ew. Should probably go... Well, there he is, talking to Yan-san. No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Yan-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine.
Wow.
Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you.
We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell
Hey,
back
Latin
to
Fire
that
for
area.
Hire, how are
It's also
you?
where their
I hope you're
central
having a great
command
day
is
so far.
The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your sister there too.
Yep, our army is almost ready. And we've sent a
Oh,
message to Malika
jeez.
to let her know the plan.
Oh yeah, I hope you
Really
get your
want
power
an
back
operation this
soon.
big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. Oh, dang. You have the intel you need to act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr.
Ah,
Dainsworth.
nice.
I understand your concern, but an immediate
Yeah,
strike is
having
not
no
on the cards for
power
us.
is like really bad. It's like I keep like, you know, a few battery packs charged up just if ever in case, you know, emergency supply. Though it's been a good while since I've had a power cut, but nice weather equals thunderstorms at some point in the UK, so you never know. Very well, then I'll go there alone. Thank you for the intel, Ian-san.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be
Good so
sensible.
far.
Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
Good so far, good so far. From what I can tell, it's about a 2-hour quest, and we've been focusing 100% on it. But I keep on stopping to chatting, if you know what I mean. I think the only thing that isn't cool is the fact my room's still really warm. The UK weather went up to like 32 degrees today, so it's not the nicest for staying indoors, especially when you have your door closed. And unfortunately, even though it's like, what, 17 minutes past midnight, it's still really, really, you know, not nice here. That's with 2 fans on as well. But apart from that, I'm enjoying Genshin. Paimon has a new voice actor. Dane doesn't have a voice, which is like the saddest thing I feel like, because he only appears in one patch every update cycle. So I'm really disappointed Dane doesn't have a voice. But apart from that, I'm enjoying it so far. Basically, yeah, it is warm. And honestly, it's supposedly going to be warmer tomorrow, and I'm just half a mind to not stream tomorrow. I wasn't planning to originally stream Friday this week. I only put it down because of the special program for Honkai Star Rail. And now I know it's going to be hotter tomorrow than it is today. I mean, I've delayed the stream till this late because I was trying to get the room cooled down, you know. It's going to be warmer tomorrow, and I think I'm just going to cancel tomorrow's stream. It's nice to have hot weather, but at the same time, I hate it. Mainly because my room always seems to get the hottest in the house, and it's also facing the sun all day, so it's like from when the sun comes up in the morning to it going past like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock-ish, it's like against my window, so it is not the funnest. Anyway.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. Are we going to follow Dainsleif?
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Allow me to join you, Dainsleif.
For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Dude. But yeah, it's nice having such nice weather at the moment. Good for like catching up on like washing and clothes drying and stuff. And hanging out outside, I guess. But yeah. Okay, let's go over here. But yeah, when it comes to like inside the house, which is where I am most of the day, it's just awful. I'm probably gonna have to sleep without a blanket over me or something. Assault the Abyss Order Stronghold. Let's go. And I'm gonna have to, well, I think Danesworth helps us during this, and I'm gonna have to
Is
keep an
this
eye
the
on what he
place?
says, because
The Abyss
no
Order's
voice
hideout in
acting
that
for some
lamp?
reason. All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at any moment, at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss power mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your sister again, even better. Let's go!
Yeah. Okay, in this battle, Dainsleif will show you the might of the Twilight Sword. Summon him to clear out the obstructions that bar your path. The swordsmanship Dainsleif has mastered as the Cameron's Court Guard captain allows him to easily display the weaknesses in opposing elemental wards. His long war against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant of their weaknesses, allowing him to destroy their void wards. Yeah, so we still can't play as Dainsleif, but we can summon him into battle. Which, honestly, you can't complain.
Shadows of fate. Take me up. Open fire. Locked on.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is an area we've been in before, but we're gonna be like, you know, battling loads of enemies. Let's summon Dane. This is an Enjo, right? We don't want to beat up Enjo. Hopefully this is just a random Abyss Lector.
Open fire. Open fire. Bullseye. Locked on. Fate is upon you. Let me leave my space. Locked on.
This is one of the ones I hate. Don't know what it is. It's like these enemies are just annoying because they just get that shield and like they just can't die.
Take flight. This is a very different battle from the one we fought with Eon-san. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with everything they have.
Given the construction of the headquarters, the tactics are using in the intensified battle, they never tended to. Interesting. Already having to go into my food. We're going up against, like, loads of those.
Written in the stars.
Hear the truth. My holy proclamation.
Electric now, lovely. We're just going up against every last one.
Grace be upon you. Hear ye the word of joy.
Can we take you out, please?
Shall endure.
Delved into destiny. Open fire. Locked on. Whirling snow. Take me up. Locked on. Bullseye.
The stupid rift hounds, I hate them. It dodged!
Shadows of fate. Take flight.
Music's really interesting.
Let's run. Open fire. Locked on. Locked on. Open fire. Locked on.
That's just barely working.
Let me scry.
Days the relentless spectre that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it, vain.
Whoa! What the hell?
Knock them down. Embrace the ice. Shadows of fate. My apologies.
Look at this. These guys would be dead 4 times over if it wasn't for that stupid bar. Oh my goodness! There we go. Okay, looks like Danes can take out the bar as well. That is really good. That will speed up a little bit. Of course, he does have a cooldown, which is a pain. What is that? Heal. What is that? That's like a new enemy.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
It is indeed. I'll take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So, where's the Traveler's sister then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing...
Oopsie daisy, I knocked it. Yeah. Riddle's timing. The overwhelming advantage is ours, at least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I like to see what makes you believe you already won, or that you can still turn the tide of this
Then
war.
allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
The Abyss Order's greatest wish?
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? She used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give her some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a load of dribbles. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium? I don't even know. Then just reweaving the
Right.
lens.
You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Moika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Canria has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
There are signs I could have missed.
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk. But I just get the sense
Hey
that something
ZBs!
strange
Thank you
is
for the
going
head
on.
pats. How are you? I hope you're having a great day so far. I also vaguely remember and seeing the mean in the Night Kingdom facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There are other signs as well. Oh, great, one of these things. Okay, the Abyss Order chose to retreat from the stronghold. Oh. Oh, yeah. So I was supposed to stream at 3 p.m. today, but the weather in the UK today went up to 32 degrees. And let's just say the room I stream in, super hot and humid. And I just did not want to stream until later in the evening. And next thing I know, it's past 10 o'clock. My room is still super hot. And, I really wanted to get this out of the way. But yeah, it's supposed to be even hotter tomorrow. Like, it was like, what, 32 today? Apparently it might be 33 or 34 tomorrow. And I'm just like, yeah, I might just cancel my tomorrow stream just for that. But yeah, it's like, what is it? 30, yeah, it's like 30 past midnight now, and it's still warm in here. Yeah, maybe it's because I've got my door closed and it's keeping all the heat in, but that's because I kind of need it closed to do the stream. Ah, honestly, I've heard that, well, last I checked the weather, it's supposed to be a bit more wet next week. Um, which worries me because you know what happens when hot and cold weather gets merged. You kind of get thunderstorms. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, I know. I've got 2 fans on in my room, which unfortunately I'm gonna have to switch off when I go to bed tonight. But still, it's pretty bad. And as mentioned earlier, the room that I'm in is a sun-facing room, so from like what 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning till like 5 o'clock, the sun is just on the window, so it is not fun. So nice spoon. So yeah, honestly, I'm probably gonna cancel tomorrow's stream so I don't have to deal with it. Uh, I mean, I have curtains and like part of the window's covered with ivy, but I ain't helping. Anyway, let's continue with this. This is apparently a 2-hour one, but I've been chatting so much that it's going to be longer, and it's past midnight, so let's continue on with this. I want to try and finish it before it gets too late. Oh yeah, and I did pull for the new character earlier. I have Skirk. I want a weapon too, but we didn't get as lucky. Especially since I only recently, with how much I've been chatting, probably, at this rate. Uh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the UK gets some really good weather days, and honestly, it's just one of those things. Like, our good weather days is probably not in certain places in the world, but it's just so warm at the moment. People who live in the UK just aren't used to it. Though it does make me wish we'd have built-in AC sometimes, but, you know. Her name is Skirk, and she is Child's master, the person who found Child and taught him how to fight. I'll show you her once we get to a bit that I can bring up the character menu. Anyway, the Abyss Order chose to retreat from the stronghold. The Abyss Order retreated when we attacked their stronghold with Yansan and Sitlali. This isn't their usual style. The meditation of the Abyss Order's followers. According to the guard stationed near the Masters of the Nightmen, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the during I can't read, even sitting down to meditate. I can't see monsters at the same time as Deirdre. I couldn't see the monsters that Deirdre could see, and she couldn't see the ones I could. We can only see monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact. Seem is right, then the other possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Deirdre. If she's Camrian like Dane suspects, then that means this revived Comria that he speaks of might actually exist, and despite hailing from that separate time and space, Deirdre has found a way to communicate with us. Ah, no worries. Thank you for popping in, Spoon. And honestly, I would say same if it wasn't for the fact I wanted to get through this main story. And the fact I'm probably not going to get a very good sleep tonight with how warm it is. But yeah, have a good rest, Spoon. Whatever might be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Camria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. The only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. Fighting time. New Abyss Lecter thing. I better use Dane's lift for this. There we go, he just comes swooping in. Oh my goodness, the damage. Dane took out a good amount of his, Problem is I can't use Dane while using this when flying. There we go, Dane just taking him out.
All of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow that didn't feel satisfying at all. ... Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Deirdre is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about this. I understand. Do you think she might be from the revived Canria, yes? I have said my piece. I doubt Canria could be revived so easily. But if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I'll stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. I don't feel like it's a bad... ... He's still alive, Dane! Behind you! Jeez! I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality struck you too, then? Hayden? I don't know.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master.
Hey, Scotty. Depends. I don't know. Winning with nice British weather? Maybe. Not winning when it comes to very humid room with my door closed with 2 fans on, not helping much.
Don't forget Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Yes. Ha, your arrogance and malice cost you all my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Interesting. Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Jeez. Okay, well, Dane's gonna be here for how long, do you think? Sounds like he's gonna be there for a good couple of days fighting. Jeez.
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths.
Yeah, we've been enjoying the main story so far.
There's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Canria, you'll soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
All right, I believe you.
Jeez.
Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little. What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Haddon. Or Hayden, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Oh man, you could have easily blamed the princess for her betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But she was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within her had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at her choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything she's doing now, including her regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in her heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we
Interesting.
can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I'd never have expected you to forgive her. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you as much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sertologi, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. Even he lost limbs over it. Oh, there's a reason why I can pronounce that name. Sertologi is who taught Skirk, who taught Child, if I remember right. There's little point discussing it now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Haddon? You wore a mask of benevolence as your victory suppressed the next generation knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What, too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm
Jeez.
sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly.
Jeez.
But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality,
Jeez.
they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition.
You do feel bad for the people of Conria quite a bit, but,
Even
you know.
if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Conria we once called home.
No wonder your personality struck me as different. Your memories... Oh, jeez. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Canria we once called home. I think he Joseph slowly closes his eyes, recounts. Yeah, I can't read that fast. All the sights, memories, and feelings. Simply recalling everything seemed to take a long, long time.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I'm not interested. I neither have the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
Interesting. The Loom of Fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif.
You're
right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete.
Jeez, okay.
Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place.
This is very long.
To reweave Conria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Conria from that age.
Okay.
The Loom of Fate cannot weave without an abundance of
So he literally just asked Dainsleif to relive stuff to give extra memories for contact.
We relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share,
oh man, okay.
That can be restored.
So the Lunar Fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your members have been performing, its purpose is to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking. What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who has sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So this is your true goal, to lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation, and access my memories. So be it. A few of my favorite memories for your entire army. That strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the Loom of Fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the Loom of Fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete.
Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. Jeez. Jeez, man. Don't even know at this point. Okay, I don't know how much longer we have on this. Let's continue.
Great! She's still here!
Okay. Did something happen? Okay, that's definitely a Conrio. That seems to be really not good. Or I don't even know. It's destroyed to, like, I don't even know what. What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? I mean, I think that's Natlan, but it's like, I don't know. That's definitely. This is where Deirdre is right now, so she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
No, I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for her, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your sister. Surely she must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her.
A memento. Is that our one? Wait.
Huh? What is it?
No, that can't be her, right? Please. If this is her future, if this is her fate. Oh my goodness, why game? If that is. Oh man. So, for those who know, like, some of the Conrines were cursed into hilly chills and different monsters and stuff. If that isn't his sister's key, that means it's his key. Oh my goodness. Oh no, which means the Hilichurl that had it was her. No, game, why are you being mean? Oh my goodness. Do we get. So we have two things. We either give it to her and complete the loop, or keep the key. Like, I don't even know at this point. What does this game mean sometimes? Oh my. I don't know. I'm gonna roll a dice. Where are my dice gone? I don't even know. If you can't choose, I'm rolling a dice on this. Okay, I've got a 6-sided dice. We'll go odds, evens. I swear, this game knows how to be mean, and I don't even know at this point. So... we'll go odds. Odds top. And evens bottom. Rolling the dice. Don't have much room to roll it, but... Ugh. Odds. Okay, we're giving it to her. If this is her future, if this is her fate... Whoa, what on earth's going on? Hmm. Oh, they mean I do one. So that's what happened. Istaroth, the rule of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. Lumine, you knew all this? I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Princess of Khaenri'ah, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Deidre, she found me. The irony of what even was she desperately begged me to save the world. She brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So she actually did this? We've been separated ever since I awakened from Teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And when she brought me that news at the worst possible moment, I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Khaenri'ah was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. And then... But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment? Oh man. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. And that's where we are right now. An intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istaroth? I probably would be pronouncing that badly. Deirdre succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately, it is this versions of 5. Where it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Khaenri'ah, save the entire world, but instead, the news she brought led the Savior to make a complete opposite decision. How awful. Is this her fate? Is this how her story must end? Has Khaenri'ah really been revived? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the Leylons of Khaenri'ah are complete. I'd always thought that Teyvat's leylands were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night King appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan. buying me some time to enter the Nine Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct that land's ley lines. It probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an ENVtuber as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan space-time. That imposition is what allowed you and Deirdre to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. She's not lying about that, at least. But what I don't understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Khaenri'ah was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss's Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm as a template, the Lumiface finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of a new Khaenri'ah's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Khaenri'ah can rise again. One day, I'll find a suitable host location for it. Why is reviving Khaenri'ah so important to you? I don't understand. When I first arrived in Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I served as the princess for many years I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What? Your memories were erased? But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Khaenri'ah. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. That did not look good. I don't know why, but I can't read that fast. It just doesn't sound like you at all. I mean, this whole thing, your plan. What does that have anything to do with us? I cannot read this fast game. I'm gonna try. All along, it has only ever been about us. Goodbye, Aoife. We begin anew. At the end of your journey. Aww. Man, so much to compute.
Our hero is back. Everyone's been waiting for you.
Beats me. Honestly, I'm gonna have to watch like a theory video and a half for that one.
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Daneslifts, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot, but looking a lot more glum.
I'm fine. I just need some time to take everything in. That's how I feel at the moment. Sit, Lolly. Yawn. Goodness me. Someone didn't get out of bed.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your sister? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now.
Ooh, we need info, please.
Huh? You met your sister?
I did. We had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your sister accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
That caught me off guard too. I never would have expected that.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated.
Of course it is.
During
Why
the war
isn't
with the
it?
Abyss, Malwika had an argument with the captain. Malwika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
She made a backup of the world.
You're not the only one.
She like made a
what's going on
backup
either.
of a
With that in
segment of the
mind,
world.
The Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No
Good
idea.
question.
She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Okay.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war. Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about.
Okay.
Don't you agree, Traveler?
You got a point. Still feels like a mess though.
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
I'm sorry, but there's somewhere else I want to go first. He's definitely got lots of stuff on his mind.
Leon-san, leave him be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Return to the cave you were previously in. Okay. Is this cave even here still? Because we didn't know there was a cave there before, and with all that stuff that happened, I doubt that cave's there anymore, right? Oh man, if that hilly chill's there, I'm just gonna start crying. Oh, jeez. Before you know it, you've fallen asleep, drowling in the mirror out of thoughts. You faintly sense it feels like someone's clasping your hand. Damn it. But this time it sends you to deep sleep where sweet dreams await. Don't make me cry, damn it. Jeez, this game has me on near tears. Okay, well that's the main story done. How long did it take? Almost 3 hours in the end? I wonder why there's these fires coming up from there. I have no clue. Anyway, that's the main story done. And, oh yeah, someone wanted to see what the new character looked like. Let me bring them up. Here they are! So, this is Child's Master. Yeah, she's a very out of this world character. So, she actually doesn't have a vision. She uses abyssal power. I said, what's his name? Skirkology? Skirkology? Was her master, he's a Canrian. And then she is Child's Master. I'm gonna try and get a sword as well, but I don't know. But yeah.
I am Skirk, disciple of Sertology, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and
There you
earned the
go.
right to speak to me as an equal. Now, let me witness how your fate unfolds.
There you go. But yeah, so she's really interesting because, as I said, she doesn't have a vision. She uses the abyssal power, but she's made her abyssal power look like cryo. The only problem I have is I don't really have a team for her. There's no way I wasn't going to pull for her, but it does mean that I do have to work out a team. Normally you pair up with Hydro characters and other cryos. So my thought is like, I don't know. Like the teams I saw were using Farina, which is like a better Mona, and then there's this other one called that recently was on the banner that's ice related that I wanted, but I held off because I wanted Skirk. And yeah. I'm gonna try and power up, but I'm not sure how well my team will act. Like I said, it'll probably be Mona. What's his name? Jingcho? And then maybe another cryo, I don't know. I know she's a DPS, so I'd need a cryo support or something. Which I don't really have anything. Cryo or hydro support. But yeah. So that'll be fun to power up. But yeah. I'll try and get a weapon. We did like what, 2 temples on the weapon banner. But as mentioned previously, I went and tried to get Raiden's banner, and I actually did get her weapon, so that's why we're really far away from a 5-star on the weapon banner, just because of Raiden's weapon. But I'll definitely have a go at trying to pull her weapon, and then we'll have the fun bit of actually trying to power up the weapons again. Oh man. Anyway, I'm gonna have to end it here. It is now just past 1 o'clock in the morning, so we're gonna have to end it here. I'm just gonna double check there isn't like a free thing to pick up for this. That's done, and then let me just check here. Done my dailies. Where is it? Experience. There it is. Free pull. Let me grab my free pull, please. There you go. Because I forgot to grab that last time. It was a main story. And not until like 2 streams ago or something. Anyway, let's go find someone to raid. I'll probably have to leave immediately after the raid, but let's go find someone. Let's bring up the raid messages.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
plus my socials for you guys to check out, and Fran if you want to support me elsewhere. Okay, let's see who is online at the moment. This isn't the time of the day I normally stream at. Raid channel. Well, let's go raid Katzen 15. Okie dokie. They're currently playing TCG Card Shop Simulator. So let's go send support their way. There we go. There's the raid. But yeah, I'm glad we managed to get through the main story. I'm not sure what's happening about tomorrow's stream. Originally, I wasn't planning to stream Friday this week, but then I noticed it was special program for Star Rail, so I was like, okay, I'll put it down. And with how hot the weather's been, honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, because I'll probably leave it till late evening again in hopes that the room cools down. But then at that point, I don't know. So I'll have a see how it is in the morning and keep you informed in the Discord if I do decide to just delay it or cancel it. I really don't know. It's like I enjoy hot weather, but not when I have to be in my room for longer periods of time. Honestly, I don't know how I'm supposed to fall asleep with my fan on, like without my fan on, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna have to switch it off when I fall asleep, and then I'm gonna just be like dead to the world. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. I'll see whether I stream tomorrow, I don't know. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day and all that. I'll see you in another stream. Bye all!